Hi, my name is David, and if you have a 2002 Nissan Sentra, or actually any Sentra for that matter, Nissans, with an automatic shift knob, with the indicator lights that are no longer functioning, meaning that you can't tell which gear you're in when it's nighttime, then this is the right video for you. So as I said, I have a 2002 Nissan Sentra GXE, and a couple months ago, the indicators went out. I checked the fuses first. All the fuses seem fine, so it must be the bulbs that are inside here. So I went to local Pet Boys. Got a set of instrument light bulbs. Just go there. That's a 194LL for the Sentra, and also a set of pry bars from Harbor Freight. They're very inexpensive. So to start off, the trick part is actually not here. That's not where to pry. It's actually this whole piece, meaning this piece here, all around, up here, through here, and back around again. So these are the places that we will be attacking and prying off. So I'll start off, as you can see. Give it a little tug. It's coming out already. See that? Might be a good idea to remove the cup holders. Yeah, like so. Put that aside. Remove the take that out. And maybe take this out as well. Okay, interesting. Have two nuts in there. Okay. So I've seen other videos where they use a flathead screwdriver. I prefer not to, just because the risk you might do in scratching your trim. Of course, the pry bar is not. There's also a risk of scratching the trim with a pry bar, plastic ones, but it's far less. Okay, so now. Just want to try to take this bit out. It's under pretty good, it seems. Released all the tabs already. Wonder why it's not coming out. Okay, so I figured out why it wasn't coming out in the first place. It turns out the shifter was in the way. So in order to remedy that, what we do is there's either two ways. One way is the shift lock key down here. It's right here. Just get a flathead screwdriver and unlock that. But like I said, I don't want to use a flathead screwdriver. It scratches the trim. So another way is to turn the ignition on, but don't start the engine. Turn it to 2. That unlocks the shifter knob here. Hold down your brake and shift it to neutral. Neutral works. Make sure you're on a flat ground. If not, go ahead and pull out your handbrake, like so. Here, and now this is free to come out, as you can see. Careful here, don't stress out the wires for your cigarette lighter too much. And so for me, actually a good opportunity. I mean, there's some lost and found items here. I'll get to that later. Let's see what we have. Okay, Staples reward. Just wondering where that went. I wonder how all this stuff got in there. Anyways, so yeah, this is the assembly itself. Turn off the. Okay, so this is where we want to get into, right here. Let's see how we're gonna do that. Okay, so to get this piece off, looks like it's even better. That's just hand release. It's mounted here, here on the top, and also one on the bottom here. So we start with the top. See, just pull up. These tabs automatically release. See, and they're now loose now. Pull up on the center console. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Just pull up like this. Looks like the shifter might be in the way again. Let's see. Yeah, looks like I've got to remove this shift knob here. So while I was pulling out the shifter console here, looks like this piece popped out, and coincidentally, this is the piece that we want. See here, this one normally attaches right below this trim piece, and it is the bulb that we're looking for. So now we just gotta get that bulb out and replace it with the new set of bulbs. So looking at the new bulbs, it's not a twist on, so it looks like you just push it in. So that means I know to take the old one out, we just gotta pull it out. So it's kind of deep in there. Okay, so instead of using the pliers, I found the best way actually is just use two small Phillips head screwdrivers here. Not Phillips head, flathead screwdrivers. And orientate this little black tray like so in the corner so it doesn't move around. And if you look closely, there's actually two tabs. One here and one on the other side. So I've already loosened them. But the idea is to put the flathead screwdriver deep inside this tab, like so, and put the other one also on the other side, and then just go ahead and lift up, and the bulb comes out. So, let's take this out. And there we go. We have the bulb out, like so. So now, we just put in a new bulb. Okay, so now with the new bulb, go ahead and just insert it in. Okay, should be all snug, like so. And now we begin the procedure of reassembling. Okay, so now we're back. Finally managed to get this piece back into the four posts down below. It is a little bit tricky. The only thing I could recommend is to first seat the back first, and kind of make sure you get the lower right corner in first, and then kind of use a screwdriver or something thick to wedge in between and kind of like force the lower left post in. And after that, just go ahead and mount the top two here and here. Oh, make sure that you'll see this tab when it's mounted in, because this thing does have a tendency to pop out. Make sure you see it here, tab, and let's see. Not sure you can see it quite well, but it is right there. Make sure those tabs are visible, and that means that the light tray, the light bulb is well seated into position. And after that, make sure you mount this button here. This button's a little bit tricky in that there's a little tab that comes up if you first push the knob down. This tab won't allow you to put in a button, so make sure you lift it up so the tab is gone, Here, I guess I'll show you guys. Yeah, see it, that pops out, right? See this? That's the spring. See that tab that comes out? So if it's in this position, you will not be able to fit the knob in. The tab fits into here, the slot here. So in order to fit that in, you gotta make sure it's up in the position, slot it in. So whenever it's been successfully slotted in, see the button works quite well like this. Go ahead and secure that entire assembly. The screws that came out, small guys here with the washer. So take the bottom one first, slot it in, get your screwdriver out. Yeah, like so. Take the other one. Slot it on the top, like so. Screw that one in, bottom one in, okay. So now, finishing touches, go ahead and push back. Okay, so finally got this partially in. The only thing I suggest, it is kind of tricky, clunky. Maybe some lubricant oil on the sides here will be helpful. I did not use any, but kind of go in a 45-degree angle, tilt it up. Make sure this side's latched in first, then these sides. And when finally slotted in, go ahead and press down firmly. And there we have it. This concludes the procedure on changing that light and also removing any console components on the rear console. Thank you very much.